Here are the trade-offs you need to consider on whether or not you're going to choose the TFT Oasis valve for your department. If you're just using an inline valve and the need arises for you to relay pump or boost the pressure and flow off your hydrant, with a normal inline valve, you have to shut your complete operation down and interrupt that water supply to pull up a secondary engine. But with the Oasis, you have two appliances in one. You have a normal inline valve that'll take the water from the source to the fire. And then you have the capability of driving that secondary engine right next to the valve, hooking up, boosting the pressure and flow. All of that is done without interruption of water getting to the fire, which is most important for life preservation. So another drawback with not choosing to use a four-way valve like the TFT Oasis is that when you set up your relay operation and run LDH from pumper to pumper, you have to interrupt that water supply completely, and you rely on that pumper that's connected in between two lengths of LDH. I mean, the chances are slim to none, but if that pumper fails for whatever reason, you put the operation on a total stop. Everything shuts down, that water supply is interrupted again, and you have to use another engine, make the same hookup, and start the process all over again. And yet one more trade-off if you choose not to use the Oasis and just an inline valve is that if you have an obstruction near the hydrant and you have to redirect the water in a different way, let's say a parked car, maybe a construction zone or anything like that, with an inline valve, you're kind of stuck with what you got and it probably won't work. With a four-way valve or a TFT Oasis valve, you have the capability of rearranging the valve and redirecting the water to overcome that challenge to get water to your pumper at the scene of the fire. Where am I going to put this thing? Well, luckily there's three different options to store this on the fire truck, maybe even more than three. But one of them is pre-connected to the LDH on the hose bed. Another one is mounting it vertically on a tailboard with a Storz coupling adapter. The third and final one is a custom engineered mounting bracket that's available through TFT that allows you to mount it anywhere, and it will be completely secure whether it's on the tailboard or in an apparatus cabinet. So these are the trade-offs you're going to have to consider when thinking about choosing a TFT Oasis valve versus not and having a normal inline hydrant valve.